Karen Pemberton stood frozen in her designer heels, staring through her pristine kitchen window at the most horrifying sight she'd witnessed in her 15 years, as Willowbrook Estates' self-appointed neighborhood watch captain. There, in the Hendersons' backyard. Asterisk backyard, with its perfectly maintained street Augustine grass, that she'd personally measured to ensure it met the community's 2.5-inch height requirement. HOA President Richard Blackwood was wallowing in what appeared to be a makeshift mud pit, stark naked except for a ridiculous cowboy hat. What in the Sam Hill? Karen's manicured fingers pressed against the glass, leaving smudges she'd later obsess over. The mud pit hadn't been there yesterday. During her routine 6 a.m. perimeter inspection, she'd walked past this very fence line, clipboard in hand, documenting Mrs. Chen's slightly crooked mailbox and the Johnsons' unauthorized garden gnome. Her phone buzzed with a text from her assistant Brenda. Emergency board meeting tonight, Blackwood called it. Mandatory attendance *. Karen's stomach dropped. Richard never called emergency meetings unless someone was getting fined into oblivion or worse, facing a lien. But seeing him there, mud-caked and grinning like a fool, splashing around like some kind of overgrown child, made her question everything she thought she knew about the man who'd been her iron-fisted ally in maintaining neighborhood standards. "Karen, honey, what's got you so? Oh my lord." Her husband Dennis appeared beside her, coffee mug frozen halfway to his lips. Is that Dick Blackwood? Naked? In the Hendersons' yard? Don't call him Dick. Karen snapped automatically, though her mind was racing. The Hendersons were in Vermont visiting their daughter. They'd submitted the proper Form 48B for extended absence, which Karen had personally approved. So how did Richard get access to their backyard? And why was he frolicking? She grabbed her phone and speed-dialed Richard's number, watching through the window as his mud-covered form fumbled for his own phone from a nearby pile of discarded clothes. "Karen." His voice was unnaturally cheerful, almost giggly. "Beautiful day, isn't it?" "Richard, what are you doing in the Hendersons' backyard? And why are you—" She paused, unable to form the words. "Naked? Muddy? Free." He laughed, actually laughed, and Karen felt her carefully constructed world shift on its axis. "Karen, my dear, I've had an epiphany. We've been so focused on rules and regulations that we've forgotten how to live. But the community standards. Screw the community standards." The words hit her like a physical blow. Life's too short to worry about grass height and mailbox angles. Karen's grip tightened on the phone. Something was terribly wrong. The Richard Blackwood she knew would never use such language, never abandon his post as the neighborhood's moral authority. This had to be some kind of breakdown, or worse, blackmail material that could destroy them both. As she watched him hang up and dive face first into the mud with a whoop of joy, Karen realized she had exactly 6 hours until the emergency meeting to figure out what had happened to her HOA president and how to save their reign of perfectly manicured terror.